Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Maz, and tonight is the final video of 2025. Which means this is the 2025 Maz500 Awards. Just like last year, there's going to be 5 different awards with a bonus 6th one at the end. So the first award is the most viewed video of 2025. So in third place is the Jaguar XFR, which is the performance version of the Jaguar XF. It took me a few attempts to film this one, but we got there in the end, and is now the third most viewed video in 2025. In second place is the exhaust comparison video, where I compare my exhaust with a V6 and a V8 put together, albeit filmed in separate occasions, but somehow is the second most viewed video of 2025. And in first place is the standard Jaguar XF X250 2.2 diesel. This is a bit unsurprising because I normally tell people to watch this video first before watching the S, the R or the Sport Brake, and generally speaking, the 250 seems to be a lot more popular on YouTube. I've yet to film a 260, and generally speaking, I'm struggling to make content with the 260 as a whole. When I had my XF, views were very low, and the channel only grew the moment I bought the F-Type. So that's the most viewed video in 2025. Second award is the quirkiest car of 2025. So in third place is the Mercedes E-Coupe, and that is the ability to control the passenger seat. So there's a button that lets you control the passenger seat, and then you control it by using the driver's seat adjusters. Similar to what you get in the back seat of an S-Class, but this is in an E-Coupe, which normally is reserved for more top-end cars. In second place is the Volvo S40, mainly because of its ability to raise the back seats up, which is like Volvo's answer to booster seats. So if you have a child and you don't have a booster seat, just lift the seat base and jobs are good 'un. As well as how you start the car. So even though it looks like a traditional key where you slot it into the barrel and then twist, instead it's a start-stop system, but rather than being a button, it has the same twist function as a traditional key. And in first place is the manual Jaguar F-Type. Manual sporty cars aren't common, and neither are manual base model luxury cars. But in the case of the F-Type, A, it's very rare, and B, it's not the entry-level car or the flagship car, but the mid-spec with the 3-litre V6. So you normally expect the manual to be on the entry-level cars, as manuals in premium cars are seen as a base model quirk, but in this, Jaguar decided to put it in the V6 instead, and it was available on the first and second phases, which you don't get 2020 onwards. So the third award is the most meaningful video of 2025, so the video that meant the most to me. Not the best viewed, not the one with the most impact, but the one that meant the most to me. So in third place is the What Happens If video, where I test the courtesy Mercedes that I had beginning of the year. So in a modern Mercedes, the auto selector is column mounted and is exactly where you'd expect the wipers to be. But considering it's a strict automatic and there's no need for a proper center mounted selector when all you're using are PRND, it makes more sense to put it on the column to save more space. But there may be cases where you mistake it for the wipers. So as a result, this video did help answer that question. In second place is the Modstock video, where Modstock modify the back box and resonator for my Jaguar F-Type. And it's not the most viewed video again, but it's a very popular service that Jaguar F-Type owners use, especially the owners of the 2 litres and the 3 litres. But in first place is the Jaguar versus Aston Martin event at Caffeine and Machine. This one meant the most to me because it gave me the opportunity to not only talk to Jaguar owners, not only talk to Aston owners, but also talk to Aston owners who used to own Jaguars, and more importantly, know me for owning Jaguars. And this also gave me the opportunity to talk to these Aston owners, see what it's like transitioning from the F-Type to a Vantage, because I really want to own a V8 Vantage of the VH platform one day. Now the next award is the other end of the spectrum, the consolation prize. So this is not necessarily saying the overall car is bad, but maybe something about the car or something about the video. So in third place is the Polestar 2, and the reason it's getting the consolation prize is it's a very harsh ride. You look at that kind of car and you think it's going to be a lot more comfortable, especially with its long suspension travel. But driving it through Barton Street, it felt very crashy. I'd say even crashier than my F-Type. And in second place is the JDHT, where I make a video on that section of the British Motor Museum. The only reason that I've mentioned it here is due to poor views. It doesn't seem to be a very popular video. And linking to that, in first place is the British Icons at Haynes Motor Museum. Again, I like the museum, I like the exhibition, but the views were very appalling. Otherwise, I actually enjoyed making that video. The fifth award is the biggest achievement. So in third place is the Type 00 video. So that was the Jaguar Breakfast Club meet in British Motor Museum, where they had the Type 00 on display, and I had the pleasure of seeing a concept car in person. And yes, that's pleasure, because I actually quite like the way it looked, even if the C-pillar looked a bit too bulbous. In second place is the LR Chip video, where the owner of LR Chip, Genya, fitted OEM heated seats to my car, because otherwise my car did not come with heated seats. It had a heated wheel, it had heated front screen and dual zone, but no heated seats. So that, to me, completed the overall package of the car, because otherwise it was a very high spec. And he also taught me on the differences between a heated only and a heated and cooled seat. So a heated only would be through wires, and a heated and cooled would be through a turbine. So I'm very thankful for his service. But in first place has to be the Raptor races up in Roughworth Airfield in York. So that was not the first time I've gone drag racing, let alone in the F-Type. And I managed to legally go beyond 70 miles per hour and see how it performs against other Jaguars as well. And to me, it was the biggest Jaguar-related event that I've been to, and I hope to attend more of these in the future if Raptor Customs is watching. Now, bonus sixth award. Which of these cars would I take? So in third place will be the E-Coupe, thanks to its svelte design, lack of B-pillar, and the aforementioned quirk. In second place is the V6 F-Type. Again, I think 6 is enough on an F-Type. You don't really need to go to a V8 unless you're going for a limited edition. And in first place is the XK, because technically speaking, I'm more of a Grand Tourer person, whereas the F-Type is more of a sports car. And the XK I've driven is a 5-litre non-supercharged, and it has a bigger boot, and it has back seats, though they are very tiny. Otherwise, you can just use it as a secondary parcel shelf. And these are the awards for this year. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching me award my videos of 2025. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you are new, ring the bell to stay up to speed, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!